Imagine feeling as if your brain is exploding, sending your very own thoughts spiraling out of control. This is what anxiety feels like to some people, including me. Anxiety, which is a different experience for everyone, may often feel like your thoughts are being consumed by a larger and stronger force than yourself. As I've just started taking college classes last year, I've gotten to learn more about anxiety. I've learned more about what it is, its causes, and the effects it has on one's body. Today, I want to introduce you to anxiety, specifically anxiety in college students. You may be asking yourself, why should I care about this? And that's because all of you are college students, including me. Most of us have most likely dealt with some form of anxiety or stress in our college experiences so far. Today, I want to focus on what anxiety is, its causes, and the physical effects it has on college students. Let's begin with what anxiety is. Anxiety has several definitions, and it varies from website and dictionary. It's different for everyone, so everyone's definition won't be the same. According to the American Psychological Association, anxiety is an emotion characterized by feelings of tension, worried thoughts, and physical changes, such as increased blood pressure. I think of anxiety as this feeling of worry and panic, and it usually is coming from an identifiable source. Anxiety is more than just stress, as it can actually stem from stress in other situations such as social settings, phobias, etc. Now that we're aware of what anxiety is, we can learn more about what causes it. There are several main causes of anxiety differing among college students, including homesickness, existing social anxiety, expectation from parents, and the financial burden. This is according to the college parents. It's common for students to go to college away from their homes and possibly even out of state. According to Student Wellness Services, 15 million students are enrolled in college, many away from home, and this causes homesickness. Many students don't expect to feel homesick, but they do when they start to adapt to their new life. And 1 out of 10 students do find it difficult to adapt away from their home. College is just as intimidating as high school, and it's not likely that your social anxiety from high school will just go away when you come to college. Social anxiety is similar to anxiety, but it's different in the way that it's triggered through social interactions and events. Students who often go out of their comfort zone to form relationships will form some sort of anxiety or get it triggered. Pushing oneself to join groups and clubs in college may trigger one's social anxiety, and this can end up causing irrational anxiety. Some students are often pressured by their parents to live up to their expectations. Students often feel a need to try and please their parents, and this can actually end up leading to feel like students are competing with other students. This pressure adds to stress, causing anxiety and depression, and can unfortunately even lead to suicide. Not every student has to deal with the financial burden that college withholds, but it is pretty common. We all know that college isn't cheap, and it's actually pretty expensive. Some students have to pay for it themselves, or with little help from their parents, or things like financial aid and FAFSA. Looking at the costs of your books, supplies, room and board, and tuition can cause anxiety, let alone actually having to pay for it. It's common for students to get jobs during their schooling, which can divert their attention from their education and distract their concentration. Now that we've looked at the causes of anxiety, let's move on to the physical effects. Although anxiety is a mental health condition, it still has physical effects on those who experience it. According to One Mind Therapy, those diagnosed also experience trouble sleeping, loss of appetite, headaches, and the decreased ability to concentrate. Not only do these symptoms affect the mental health, but the physical health will also be impacted. In concluding, I hope you all have gained more knowledge about anxiety in college students. As we've learned, anxiety is characterized by feelings of tension, worried thoughts, and physical changes. There are several causes, including homesickness, existing social anxiety, expectation from parents, and the financial burden. And finally, it also has physical effects despite it being a mental health issue. As Danielle Kopeek says, breathe, everything will be okay, and this will pass.